Hi, my name's David Rosenthal, and I'm going to go over the three websites that I use on a daily basis. The first one here is ESPN. I'm sure most of you have heard of ESPN. I like using this website. They just updated it maybe 7 or 8 months ago. The desktop version works great. The mobile version, since there's kind of a lot going on, they always have scores and commercials, advertisements, and videos. There's a lot of stuff going on, so a lot of times the mobile version will crash or go really slow. At least that's what I've noticed on my phone and all my friends' phones. So hopefully that's something that they'll fix soon. But as far as the desktop version, it's good. So let's take a look. Always on top, they have live scores going on. Here's the NFL games that are going on. So if you want to say, okay, here's the Atlanta Eagles game. So if you click on that one, it'll take you to it and it'll show you the score. And down here, it'll have a little field. And I think Philadelphia just scored, so there's nothing on here right now. But they'll show who has the ball and where, and as they're marching down the field there. Of course, they show a little commercial first. Always got to watch a commercial. But that's pretty neat. If say I'm on the road or not near a computer and I'm on my phone, I can still follow a game. Another thing that's good about ESPN over here on the left side, you can personalize what teams you want to get news from. So it's kind of like borrowing from Twitter, how you just kind of pick pick the news from the teams you want. I'm from Southern California, so I've always followed UCLA, so I have my UCLA scores. Family from Wyoming, so we always follow Wyoming too. Lakers, of course, Angels, the Kings. Liverpool, I'm a huge soccer fan. Liverpool's my EPL team, and follow the Galaxy too. So it's kind of nice over here. You get the scores and you can get news from teams that you want. And then on the right, whoops, that's one of the cons about this. There's so many little drop down menus here. As you're moving around, a lot of times I accidentally hit one of these little menus like here, and then you get stuck here. It only costs you a couple seconds, but sometimes it can get annoying if you're just scrolling over and you hit one of these things, and then you're scrolling over, then you accidentally click on the Philadelphia 76ers right here, and then it takes a couple seconds to get back. It can get kind of annoying, but anyways, that's one of the few cons of this. So anyways, on the right side here, there's a little Twitter feed, so it has stuff that's trending at the moment. So right here it says Murray just scored for the Eagles. So this is kind of more up to date. They always have a main story in the middle here, but that only gets updated maybe every hour or so. This one on the right side right here, is more up to date. So if you want to know what's going on right now, if any other news comes out, you can get it there. It's kind of nice when on Saturday, I love college football, so on the side here, they'll keep up the scores, and sometimes this will be a little bit quicker than the scores up on top. So that's ESPN. Another website that I use is called Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report is another sports news website, similar to ESPN. Up on top here, it has all the major sports: NFL, college football, Major League Baseball, soccer. And on top, it also has live scores going on. So here's the early Monday night game. Here's the late Monday night game that hasn't started yet. Then you can click. It's got baseball. And again, you can click on, say, I want to see what's going on here. It'll take you to, actually takes you to the ESPN one. So it'll show you what's going on. And after this little commercial ends, it's kind of cool. It'll show you who's pitching, who's hitting, and it'll have a little graph of where all the pitches are coming from. So it's kind of cool. We don't have to sit and watch this commercial, though. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So it has the who's pitching, who's hitting, who's on base, has a little graph of where all the pitches for each at bat are. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of good to keep updated. I'll use this if there's an Angel game on and I'm doing homework and I don't want to be distracted by the radio or TV. I'll just have this as one of my tabs, and I can just kind of click on it every now and then to check out the score. And it's pretty up to date, so it's good. Let's go back to Bleacher Report. Here we go. Bleacher Report always has a main story right here. Another thing Bleacher Report does, they love doing lists. Top 10 college football seniors, top 5 basketball mid-majors that you'll hear of this year. They always have little ones like this. So here's a Major League Power Rankings. A lot of websites do this, but they always like to do little lists here, and it's kind of cool. It's quick reading. You can follow through. You can it's kind of cool. You can just click the arrow over here and it goes a little bit faster. So it just basically gives the top 30 of each team. Like I said, Bleacher Report likes to do a lot of lists. So it's quick reading, but you get a lot of info. All right, let's go back. One more. There we go. In contrast to ESPN, the mobile version of Bleacher Report is fantastic. The desktop to me is a little busy and there's a lot going on. The mobile version is a lot cleaner. You can personalize right here. And on the mobile version, instead of getting all this other stuff here, all that shows up is your personalized version. So I rarely, I don't want to say that. I 50-50 use my phone and use the computer, but a lot of times I'll be doing it on my phone, even if I'm at home, only because the mobile version is so much cleaner. But like ESPN, like I said, you can personalize. So say I click on USA Men's Soccer, and it'll give me all news about, obviously, USA Men's Soccer. U.S. Men's Soccer always like to post a lot of Instagram. This is Jermaine Jones' family. Jermaine Jones is a midfielder for USA Soccer. And then, of course, they give you articles related to USA Men's Soccer. Here's another Instagram picture by Mixed Discarude. He's another midfielder for USA Soccer. There's Tim Howard. He's a goalie for USA Soccer. It looks like he's just ending practice. He's the goalie for Everton in the EPL. So it looks like he's just getting done. So it's kind of cool to see the pictures. And I mean, it's like Twitter keeps you up to date. A lot of different ones, but there's it seems like Bleacher Report has different articles than I find other places. This one is one that I always make sure to read every week. It's called the U.S. Men's National Team Watch. So it goes all the guys that play for the USA national team. It follows them around the world. So it kind of says what they did on their team for the week. So it's kind of cool to keep up to date. So up top, so talking about Clint Dempsey and coming back from injury and just the different players. So it follows them on their club teams because a lot of times you don't hear about them on their club teams. So Bleacher Report, again, is a good one. Can personalize it. The mobile version, I think, is a little bit better. It's a little bit cleaner. But as far as getting news and different stories from different writers, again, it's fantastic. And the last website we'll go to is one that I know everyone knows. It's Twitter. I love using Twitter because I can get my information quick. Like the other two websites, I can personalize it, so I'm only getting the information I want. Let's see what's going on here. I have most of the people and things that I follow are sports writers, my favorite teams, bands, and record labels. Those are 4 things that I'm really into. So, I mean, everybody's fairly familiar with Twitter. So, let's see. What can I tell you? Here's me over here, DS Rosenthal. The little picture of a U.S. men's soccer game. Dome of Doom, that's the arena where University of Wyoming plays their football games. Their basketball games. I'm running out of time here on my time limit for my recording. So Twitter, I love it because you can get everything fast and you can get everything that you want